Gentlemen, what's going on? It's Egal Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Shout out to every single one of you guys who've been watching the videos lately. We have been absolutely killing it. So make sure you guys continue to like and subscribe on the channel because this channel has been flying lately. And I do really appreciate all the people. In the last month, we've gotten over, we've got over 600 subscribers. Plus, we're currently on 36K subscribers. So let's get to 37K and please do like the video. Now, Arsenal news today, there is a lot. And I'm not only going to speak about today's news, I'm going to speak about yesterday's news, which I also did a TikTok short on, and I posted it in the shorts community. So in case you guys haven't seen that, please do check that out. But let's get straight into it now that we have to start talking about it. David Ornstein, there's a Bamba, and we're going to talk about the David Ornstein Bamba right now. I was literally just about to do a short and a short little video, but then I seen the David Ornstein Bamba, and I'm like, I have to go live. I have to go live. Now that I've seen this, I have to go live. Now this is insane because we're signing another defender. Like, what is going on? But it will all make sense in a couple minutes. And also we have to speak about the injuries to Bukayo Saka and others. But first things first, David Ornstein has given us an update, an exclusive update on Bayer Leverkusen's 23-year-old defender. And we're going to speak about all of this right now. I am first of all, I am shocked that Arsenal is pushing for another defender so heavily, but it will all make sense in a minute's time once we look at who potentially could be leaving and why Arsenal might be doing this. Now, Arsenal are working on signing this gentleman. How do you pronounce his name? Let's see. 1 second. Is it Piero Hincapie? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Let's get
Piero Hincapie.
Piero Hincapie from Bayer Leverkusen. Player is subject to exit, and the 23-year-old defender told Bayer Leverkusen he wishes to leave and prioritizes Arsenal above others. Also, Tottenham were interested in him, of course. Efforts are ongoing to make the fee more realistic than the 60 million release clause. So at this moment in time, Arsenal are working to make this a little bit more of a realistic situation. Now, what do we know about this gentleman? Let's go find out what we know about this gentleman in a second. I'm going to show you guys some stuff on him and what position he plays, where he plays predominantly. While he is, of course, a defender, he's a center back. You guys know that he currently plays in the Bundesliga. He plays predominantly on either wing. He's a left-footed player, so I wouldn't be surprised if he plays more on the left side for Arsenal, since he is left-footed. And Mikel Arteta does like a left-footed defender on the left-hand side. And let me just show you guys a little bit about his profile and everything about him right now. This is his transfer mark, and he has played predominantly 124 games at center back. He's played 48 games at left back, and he's played 14 games as a left midfielder. This is also another player who is quite young. He's only 23 years old. If you look at his profile, he is left-footed. So that is why I would assume that Mikel Arteta would be signing him to be a direct replacement to HIJACK Kiwior. And what is his actual true market value? They're saying about 50 million. But if we're going to be bringing him in, 50 million is quite steep. Maybe we can negotiate that down. He didn't move recently. His last move was back in 2021 for around what? That's a quite cheap fee. As you can see there, he only moved for like 6 million euros. So that's not much, to be fair. And if they're saying 50 million, I don't know if we're going to actually pull the trigger if it's 50 million. But David Ornstein has given us the Bamba. David Ornstein has said that we are serious about it. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens if we are actually serious, as they say. Because David Ornstein won't post something unless he thinks it's 100% a possibility that something like this could end up happening. So we're going to have to wait and see how things escalate from here. Now, the interesting part about this is another club is interested in defenders is, of course, Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur are interested. Could this whole situation just be Tottenham trying to get one back over Arsenal, and Arsenal are set to bid for this guy who favors a move to the Emirates over Spurs? Of course, his release clause is quite high. Jakub Kiwior potentially moving to Porto. Porto has led to Arsenal working on signing Hinka. How do you pronounce his name again? I forget how to pronounce his name again. 1 second. This is gonna bother me all day.
Hincapie.
Hincapie. So yeah, Hincapie. It's very interesting. And then you have 11 minutes ago, Fabrizio saying that Arsenal have made an official approach to Bayer Leverkusen for Hincapie. This is just something else. Tottenham sent a loan with an obligation to buy to Bayern for Hincapie. So we're gonna have to wait and see how things escalate from here. It was just an hour ago that they were speaking about Tottenham approaching him for the loan to the obligation to buy for 60 million, and that same as the release clause in 2026. So once again, we could do another hijacking over Spurs. Very, very interesting. Arsenal set for another hijacking, says now Arsenal. He's a 23-year-old defender. Honestly, I don't know enough about him. One thing I do know, though, is we are looking to get a direct one-for-one replacement. And look at the business we've already done this window, and we could be adding another left-sided defender to that list. Andrea Berta has honestly been cooking. He has been cooking. We could do another hijacking. It could be another absolute masterclass for us defensively. I trust our board when it comes to signing. I trust Arsenal's recruitment when it comes to signing defenders. We are really good at signing defenders. We don't mess around when it comes to signing defenders. And I'm not surprised that one goes out, one comes in. Now, let's speak quickly about Jakub Kiwior's potential move to Porto, as this has led to this whole situation happening in the first place. We got about a bunch of comments. Shout out to all the people in the comment section. Let's see what you guys are saying. Piero Hincapie. Calafiori is left center back. No, Calafiori can play as a left back and a left center back. It's happening again. It is happening again. Yes, Spurs are in the mud, bro. It is a mad thing. The amount of abuse we gave to Spurs this season, crazy. Fabrizio Bomba too. Yo, what did Fabrizio say? We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to go check it out. We're gonna have to check it out. We will, Egal. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everyone. Some people saying, report this stream. You're an absolute weirdo. Why would you report this stream? Why would you report the stream? Defense is just stacked now. The defense, you need to defense wins you leagues. Defense wins you leagues. Defense, why a defender though? The reason why a defender will be coming in is because Kiwior will potentially be leaving, and the squad planning has been a lot better this season. The squad planning has been a lot better from Arsenal. Arsenal have been looking at potentially squad safety proofing the squad, and 18 hours ago we got this update that 18 hours ago we got the update that Jakub Kiwior is most likely going to be headed to Porto. And this is why Arsenal are accelerating with this news. So I understand it. It makes sense. I think it's a good deal for Arsenal to move out a player who doesn't want to be here. Kiwior clearly wants to get as much game time as possible. He's a Polish international. He wants to get game time ahead of the upcoming World Cup. And honestly, I understand his side of the situation. He has been at Arsenal. He's been a backup. He's played a decent role, and he sees just that he can get game time anywhere else and probably be one of their better defenders. So Porto are optimistic that they're going to sign Jakub Kiwior on loan with an obligation. Nothing has been finalized, but Porto are hoping that an agreement by early next week, and Kiwior is preferred outside of the Premier League if he is to leave Arsenal. So Arsenal don't want to sell to teams inside the Premier League because they just rate him that highly. Arsenal understood that Porto and Jakub Kiwior, loan with mandatory buy option, will is being discussed with the Polish international as Arsenal are actively pursuing the Bayer Leverkusen defender as a replacement. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Jakub Kiwior could be the player who leaves, and him leaving will then subsequently have us go and push to go sign this other defender from Leverkusen. And what are they saying the deal could be worth? close to a deal for around 32 million plus add-ons. Personal terms are not an issue. Wow. If he leaves to Porto for that price, he would be one of our highest sales in a long time. Like I don't know how many players we've sold for 32 million plus. I think he would be second or third on the list. No, he'd definitely be third on the list. He'd second actually. Anelka's second. So Anelka's what, 25? Something like that. What's Arsenal's record sales? Arsenal's record sale. Okay, Arsenal's record sale list. I seen a list somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So Anelka's 30. There you go. So pretty much in the mix. Alexis Sanchez didn't go for money, to be fair. He went for a swap deal. That doesn't really count. So yeah, he would be pretty much in that mix. 35 million would probably put him as 35. What is it? 35 million? That would probably put him as one of the top sales in our club's history. So fair play. Fair play. If we can get that kind of money for Jakub Kiwior, who's not a week in, week out starter, and we can go and replace him for around similar price, fair play. What is that? 30. If they're saying 37 million, then that could be a record sale. That genuinely could be a record sale. If we're getting record sale money for Kiwior, imagine when we start. No, 26 million pounds. It's not a record sale. That's still like in the mix of one of our best sales, though. Fair play. I just can't wait to see what else we have in store because yeah, I thought the window was closed. Sorry, not closed. I thought the window was over, and I thought Arsenal were done doing their business for the window. But it seems like we are not close to being done doing our business for this upcoming window. And just great news to hear that Arsenal are not resting on their laurels and they continue to pushing on, continue to going, and good vibes, good times, good everything. Also, another good news is a certain Gabriel Jesus is back. Gabriel Jesus is back training. Wait, Fabrizio just tweeted? What did Fabrizio tweet? Let's go. Let's see what Fabrizio tweeted. Fabrizio just tweeted too. Fabrizio tweeted 4 hours ago about Kiwior, by the way. 4 hours ago, he tweeted about Kiwior. He said this about Kiwior. He said, Porto keep talks, Porto's talks advance for Jakub Kiwior. No new bid is set to be set this week. With a new bid set to be sent this week, Arsenal already rejected the bid in July. Porto will try soon. If Zinchenko and Kiwior leave, Arsenal could add another player. Fairs. Arsenal could add another player. What else is there? What did Fabrizio say? Here we go. Where is it? 9 minutes ago. He said that there's a proposal expected to be around 20 million loan with the obligation, set to be discussed after rejecting the bid in July. Here's what Fabrizio said also just 19 minutes ago. Arsenal have made an approach. Yeah, we've already seen this part. David Onstein basically reported this also. So yeah, that is pretty much that with that situation. Pretty straightforward. We've already kind of covered all that. Let's now go to. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and leave a comment down below what you thought of that video you just watched.